welcome to the stream. If you're new, my name is Brian Craig, and this is where MAGA comes to talk. Oh, man. Okay, so the countdown has begun. We are just 9 days away, to the return of our favorite president, the return of our not only favorite president, but of the greatest president, not just of our lifetime, but arguably the greatest president in the history of our country returns in just 9 short days. And of course, I'm talking about Donald Trump. And everything with Trump is going perfectly according to plan. Don't let them sell you any line of nonsense. Welcome. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. For 4 years, this country has been run by gangsters and outlaws. No doubt about it, gangsters and outlaws. And when they came down with this obscene, outrageous sentencing of President Trump yesterday, it just reaffirmed that they're outlaws, gangsters, con men, criminals, a criminal conspiracy. I love Donald Trump too, Gail. And when Trump comes back in 9 days, everything is going to change. Did you see there was a press conference with the Prime Minister of Greenland, who is open to talking to President Trump now? Think about that. You've got the Prime Minister of Denmark, this weird-looking lady who looks like one of the guys in ABBA. I know ABBA's from Sweden, but she looks like one of the guys from ABBA. She was talking about Greenland independence all of a sudden. Then the Prime Minister of Greenland is talking about meeting with President Trump. He's already broken them. It's amazing. Yeah. I mean, think about that. And, President Trump yesterday, he was talking about Greenland. He wasn't talking about Greenland entering the United States as a territory. He was talking about Greenland entering the United States as a state. Think about that, as a state. So, yeah, I know. Isn't that amazing? And it looks like something that is obviously very, very popular in Greenland. Could you imagine Greenland becoming the 51st state? That means that President Trump believes that the two senators they would get would be Republican. When a state becomes new to the Union, they get two senators. And the way the House works is there are only 435 members of the House of Representatives. So the House members would have to be reallocated for that. And that's why we don't make Puerto Rico or Virgin Islands or Guam or Samoa. That's why we don't make them states, because it messes up the balance in Congress. But Donald Trump's about to make a bold move. Yeah, I took a ride this morning on the MAGA scooter, although it looks like we might get some rain. I don't know. It's a little cloudy here in usually sunny South Florida, but the weather's nice. It was freezing yesterday. The weather's nice now. So I got the MAGA scooter out, got some coffee, and when I'm done with the stream, I'm going to go pick up some breakfast and take it home to my wife. So things are going great. So President Trump has so much to do. This is going to be the fastest 4 years, of our lives. It's going to go by so quick. So we are going to have to enjoy and savor every single second of it, because there will never be another 4 years like the one we're about to have right now. These 4 years are going to be the most productive. They like to say that FDR was the most productive with the New Deal. That's not true. The New Deal, pretty much all of it was done in Roosevelt's first 100 days of his 4 terms. We'll have our sanity back. We'll have law and order back. It seems to me that Zuckerberg and Judge Merchan are terrified. Didn't it see? Does it seem that way to you? Did any of you watch the Zuckerberg interview with Rogan? And if you look at the way the judge was speaking to the president yesterday, he looks nervous. He should be nervous. I really want Pam Bondi to investigate Judge Mershon and his daughter and all that fundraising they did. And yeah, I'm wearing my Trump mugshot shirt. That's right. Well, you know, there's a lot to investigate. He's a criminal, the judge. He's an outlaw judge. You know, they need to investigate the money that his daughter raised. They need to investigate the entire process and find out who he was working with and who he was in communication with. Amy Coney Barrett is there for life. Well, like I was saying yesterday, Amy Coney Barrett, you know, she gave Trump COVID, remember, at the White House? The judge needs to be more than disbarred. I think Judge Mershon not only should go to prison, they should work out a deal. They can relax his prison time a little bit to get him to testify against some of these other lawfare people. I did watch some of Mel Gibson. By the way, any of you guys watch my behind-the-scenes video of my home radio studio? If you've not, check that out when I'm done with the stream. I gave just a real quick, I didn't get into all the nitty-gritty. I might do that down the road, but I gave a quick little look behind the scenes into my home radio studio. Make sure you check it out, guys. And I'm going to be broadcasting from there a few days a week. I have to go to the radio station on Tuesday, so I'll probably broadcast from my home studio on Monday, go to the radio station on Tuesday, and then I don't know really what my schedule is beyond Tuesday. And don't forget, guys, you're all invited to join me and Steve Kane at Wings Plus to watch the inauguration together on Monday the 20th at noon. You're all invited. The sample location of Wings Plus. I'm real excited about that. I'm going to take the MAGA scooter and have a great time. That's right. It's going to be exciting. I mean, these are... It's absolutely amazing, everything we've gone through. You know, this presidential elect period has gone by so slow, hasn't it? The next 4 years are going to go by faster than this president-elect period we've been in. Those are some loud birds. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Oh, 9 days. I know, it's going to be exciting. It is going to be exciting. I can't wait, you know. And we all did it. All of us. All the MAGA people who stood by Trump. Not these fence sitters. You know, this just blows my mind. I saw, I always forget the guy's name. The guy from the quartering. All of a sudden, he's wearing MAGA hats all the time. Yeah, now when it's safe and popular, he's wearing MAGA hats. He wasn't wearing MAGA hats before, you know. And the way Zuckerberg was talking yesterday, I don't buy a line of anything that Zuckerberg's selling. Zuckerberg looks real nervous, like he's afraid of a Justice Department investigation. He's afraid, too. You know, I will go to Washington after President Trump's in office, when it warms up a little bit. Jeremy from the quartering. Yeah, all of a sudden, Jeremy from the quartering is wearing MAGA hats. Give me a break. These fence sitters, right? Right as we're about to win, all of a sudden, they're endorsing Trump. Give me a break. Just like Rogan. Rogan comes in at the last minute when it's safe, like he's some big hero. Zuckerberg, you know, I was talking about this a little bit on the podcast last night with Kathy about Zuckerberg. Not only did Zuckerberg seem scared, he doesn't seem like he really runs Facebook to me. He seems, I don't know, he seems like a figurehead, but a figurehead that's scared. A terrified figurehead, Zuckerberg. The way Zuckerberg, the way Facebook reacted, 4 years ago is insane. It's completely insane. I hope it doesn't rain. I'm not too far from home, but I don't like riding the MAGA scooter in the rain. Well, it's the golden age. The golden age of America. America's golden age is what Trump says. And there's no doubt about it. One of the things he talked about too, President Trump, this week is declassifying the drone information, what the drones are about when he was with the governors. When I saw Trump with the governors, it does hurt. It can hurt, but I've got a face guard on my helmet, so I wear a helmet on the Vespa. You should always wear a helmet. The only time I don't wear a helmet is when I get my hair cut. It's a short ride home, and I will sometimes not wear the helmet on the way home, and it cleans all the hair, the loose hairs out of your head. But other than that, I always wear a helmet with a shield on it. So much crap flies off the road you wouldn't believe. Yeah, I got a new dark MAGA hat. Joe Thomas gave me a new dark MAGA hat. It looks like Matt Gaetz is most definitely planning on running for governor of Florida. But anyway, when I saw the governors with Trump the other day, DeSantis was sitting way down at the end, almost in the dark. I mean, he had DeSantis had the worst seat in the place. And think about it. If he wouldn't have betrayed Trump, he'd have been there right at the front of the table. DeSantis screwed up. And we'll find out soon who he's going to pick to replace Marco Rubio in the Senate. But don't be surprised if he picks some rhino. I would not be surprised if he picks a rhino. And then we'll have them there for 2 years. Why are people negative? Well, that's how the left are, The left are miserable people. No, Mike Pence's wife, if you remember, it would not, if he made Jeb Bush the senator, it wouldn't surprise me at all. I'm not predicting that, but if he did, it would not surprise me at all. But Mike Pence is very famous. He won't be alone with a woman. That's a man who's done something so that his wife doesn't trust him. I could not believe, this is insane what I saw today, okay? This was about, I don't know, half an hour ago. I was riding to Starbucks on my Vespa. And I was at a light, and I wish I had my camera out. I couldn't believe a guy comes across the intersection in a vet, and I saw it. Because it's a big intersection, and I saw it at the light, and it looked like it had been in an accident, and it had spray paint on the side. And I'm like, oh my God, somebody, because how vets, it's a new vet too, pretty new. I don't know how new, but it looked pretty new. And I was so glad that he got the green light first. He came in front of me so I could see it. The whole side was smashed in. The window was cracked and spray painted in white across where it had the big dent in the door. It said cheater that covered the whole side of, I almost fell back. It covered the whole side of the vet. It said cheater in big white letters right across the vet. I couldn't believe it. Oh, man. I almost turned the direction I wasn't going in to follow him so I could get a picture of the vet. But I had too many cars. It would, in front of me. I couldn't believe it. That guy's wife must have had a flip out. Oh, my gosh. Oh. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, that sounds like a movie. Isn't that kind of like what Tiger Woods' wife did to him? I couldn't believe he was driving it. You would think he would have gotten some spray paint and sprayed painted over it. I didn't. It was going so fast across the intersection. I didn't get a good enough look to see like how to try to judge how long ago. Like, did this happen last night? Did he wake up to this and was getting away from his house before his wife got him? I don't know, and I don't know what she banged the car up with, but she did some serious damage to that vet. Oh man. Oh. If I were him, I would have spray painted over the cheater thing before I drove it on the road. Well, I don't think he's going to have to worry about that. She's going to leave him. I'm sure. If a woman did something like that, that's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy. But, you know, in relation to Pence, usually guys like that are the ones whose wives won't let them be alone with a woman. So there's something going on with Pence and his wife. He did something. I don't know what he did, but Pence did something to make his wife so miserable. You know, that's that. I mean, there's no getting around it. Karen Pence, yeah. I mean, she couldn't even put on a face. Well, you know, the next 9 days, because we're obviously, they're gearing up for some big pardons by Biden. I would imagine I could see a pardon for his siblings. Yeah, my daughter is safe from the fire. Yeah, talked to her again yesterday. I'm going to go out there to visit her the weekend after the inauguration. So, and maybe drive around and see. We'll see what the conditions are like. I don't know what Mike Pence did to Karen Pence, but he did something to make her not trust him. What that is, I don't know. I don't know, but he did something to her to piss her off. There's no doubt about it. The way that the Pences are is not really normal. Mm-hmm. Mike Pence was driving a car. I couldn't believe that vet. I mean, Wings Plus, January 20th, Monday at noon. You're all invited. And by the way, don't forget Mike Lindell. The cross that Mike Lindell wears all the time, he is now offering them at a huge discount with our promo code Kane at checkout, Kane, at mypillow.com. So if you want to support my channel, my content, the radio show, my podcast, everything I do, go to mypillow.com. Get that cross. They have one for men, one for women, but it's the same cross that Mike Lindell makes, and it's $40 off and free shipping with my promo code Kane at checkout, Kane, at mypillow.com. But today, I'm not feeling too well today. I'm a little sick to my stomach. I don't know why. I thought that's why I took the MAGA scooter out today. I thought getting out and getting some fresh air might make me feel better, but it's actually made me feel worse. So I don't know. I might have to take it easy today. I'm not sure. I got a really sour stomach. I haven't eaten today, but it's not normal for me now. I don't eat till after this time any day. The way they treated Hulk Hogan was disgusting. Now, you know, planes fly to Florida. You could fly from Washington to Florida and join us. Well, when I leave here, I'm going to pick up breakfast and take home to Kathy. And hopefully, I'll be able to keep it down because I am not feeling well today. The coffee's not helping, I'm sure. But not feeling well at all. I hate that. It's like a real sour stomach feeling. Ugh. Oh, no, this is... am I the only one who's like still like amazed that this has happened? I mean, you know, I was confident Trump was going to win. But the significance of it happening and just being 9 days away from the inauguration is amazing. Yeah, Wings Plus is in Coral Springs, about a mile west of University Drive on the south side of Sample Road. That's right. There's two Wings Plus in Coral Springs, so this is the Sample Road location we're going to be at. And you're all invited. Our Bye Bye Biden bash Last time we did the Bye Bye Obama Bash. This is the Bye Bye Biden Bash. Hello Trump celebration. Let me ask you guys, yes or no? Do you think what happened in we all agree it's arson, okay? Everybody agrees it's arson. Everyone. In fact, there's a new interview with someone that caught the initial fire when it started, and he said arson. He says there's no lightning, there's no electrical wires back there, power lines, nothing. So we all agree it's arson. I mean, that's not what I'm asking. But do you believe it's a real estate development scam? What's going on in California? Yes or no? Not if it's arson. I think everybody agrees it's arson. But is it a real estate development scam? Yes or no? Like developers want to come in and buy up the land cheap? Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. That's the left. Just like Hawaii. Yeah. 100%. Everybody. It's amazing how crooked these people are. You know, Jack Posobiec said the other day, he said that what's going on is just like Chinatown with Jack Nicholson with the water in Los Angeles. And Kathy and I watched that movie, and I've never seen it before. It was I've seen like a few minutes of it here and there, but oh, my neighbor just drove by. I'm in a shopping center. He drove by to get breakfast over here. He's probably wondering what I'm doing out here. But I watched Chinatown with Jack Nicholson, and it's about the exact same thing that's going on in California. Jack Posobiec was right. I've only seen like 10 minutes of that movie when I was young, and I didn't like it because I guess I was too young. But when I saw it with Kathy last night, it's exactly what's going on right now. Predictive programming. But these water scams have been going on in Los Angeles for a long time, is really what it's about. No getting around it. Yeah, welcome everyone. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. This is where MAGA comes to talk. You know, it's amazing to me. Everybody agrees it's arson. Everyone pretty much thinks it's a real estate racket, a real estate scam, and nothing's going to become of it. They're going to get away with it. That's it. They're going to get away with it. There's no way that they're not going to get away with it. You know, I saw somebody on X said that Trump should take over Los Angeles with the federal government. Trump's got so much to do. We don't want him distracted with that. You know, he's got so much to do already. You know? Do you want to get distracted with new scum right now? I don't think so. He's got too many other things. He can't do everything. He's only one man. I wouldn't say it's dated. I would have thought it was dated too till I watched it. I just watched it last night. John Huston's in it. But no, we can't be distracted by Los Angeles. Start an investigation. Trump has so many things to do. You don't want to get involved. You get too many balls in the air, you can't focus. He has bigger things to do than California. You know, there's too much to do. Well, he did say, now let me, he did say he's going to declassify and release the drone information. So, do you think the drones are China or us? China or us? What do you think, the drones? Because it's nationwide. I did not have a midnight snack last night. No, I went to bed really early. Us? You think us? Are the drones the United States or China? Because the governors were saying that they're flying over all these important power plants and bases. Us. USA. Both? Most people are saying the United States. China and the U.S.? Well, Trump's going to declassify it. He's going to let us know. You know, so yeah, it's most definitely going to rain. I should have live streamed from home this morning. I was going to. But like I said, I'm not feeling well, and I thought I think it's China, probably. Now, that doesn't mean that we didn't send some response up, but I think it's China, and I think it's a follow-up to the balloon, the Chinese balloon. The Chinese balloon went over strategic areas, too, and what they were doing was making... what the Chinese balloon was doing was making detailed maps of important targets in the United States where they would aim missiles. That's what the balloon was all about. And the drones are a continuation of that, I think. So I think it's connected to the Chinese spy balloons. I'm going to go home and get breakfast. I'm going to get breakfast and go home, eat, and hopefully feel better. I'm going to take a break. I'll live stream this afternoon probably, because there's some things I want to do. I had planned what I was going to do on the live stream, but since I'm not feeling well, I'm like, I don't want to do it. I may do it later today. I do miss the weekend rallies, though. I must tell you, I do. Yeah, I am really not feeling well. I have like a really sour stomach right now. I feel like I could purge all over this table out in public. That's how bad I feel. No, I hate to share it with you, but that's how bad I'm feeling. It sucks. It sucks. And it's not because I haven't eaten. I never eat until about 11 o'clock every day. I never eat before I go on the air. So it's not because of that. I don't know. The coffee's not helping. I do know that for sure. Ginger ale, that sounds like a good idea. No, it's nothing. It's just sour stomach. See, this cup here, I have a bunch of these. I have these because you can turn them upside down and nothing leaks out. These are amazing. Aren't these amazing? I mean, that's hot coffee in there. I know, these are like the best cups. I've got a whole bunch of them. And I keep them so I can ride around on the MAGA scooter, but also so when I'm drinking, if I knock them over, it doesn't spill on my equipment. It's crazy. I know, I got to get some more of them. They're definitely the best. Gatorade, I have Gatorade at home. I'm allergic to bananas. No, I think the drones are China. Mostly. I do not take any medications. Adult Pedialyte. What am I, 90? Pedialyte's for babies and old people, isn't it? Yeah, my neighbor drove by again. He's probably wondering, what the hell is Brian doing sitting at this table at this strip center? Well, he knows what I do for a living, and he sees me live streaming, so he may have figured that out. Because this is actually where I'm at. Is it's not a brand new strip center, but the store in front of it is brand new. It's not open yet. It's going to open any day. And these tables are brand new here, so I've never sat out here before. I was not going to come here. Middle-aged people don't get dehydrated? No, I definitely probably have not had enough water the last couple days. Yeah, there's no walking in front of Mar-a-Lago now. They won't let you. I've made many videos walking in front of Mar-a-Lago. You cannot do that anymore. The security is so tight. Most of the time, you can't even drive by there anymore. And, as it should be. The security is as tight gets. And it should be. Oh, my goodness. After what they've done. I also would like Trump to declassify all the information about the assassination attempts on him. Both of them. I would be very happy if Trump governed here in Florida at Mar-a-Lago. I would love it. I think he should. There's something to be said of making all these people come all the way to Florida, and go to him in his house. And if you go to the airport, where Trump Force One is, Air Force One's going to be there in 9 days. But I can't wait for Air Force One to come back to Florida. Did any of you watch my live stream when Air Force One left without Trump 4 years ago? That was so sad. I can't believe that was 4 years ago. That was a sad, sad day. But there are so many private jets out there where Trump Force One is parked. It's insane because all these important people are coming down here to kiss Trump's butt. It's amazing. It's amazing. And airfare, like the airlines, they're jerks. Since Trump's election, because I want to fly. I could fly out of two different airports when I go to Los Angeles, either Palm Beach or Fort Lauderdale. But the prices to fly out of Palm Beach have gone way up since Trump was reelected because so many people are flying here to see Trump, But I also noticed, because I meant to mention this yesterday on the show and I forgot. Thursday morning, I was still thinking about going to L.A. to see my daughter, and there was a couple flights. One was around 6, another one was around 10. I can't remember the exact time. But the flights to Los Angeles are pretty dirt cheap. I mean, like the lowest I've ever seen to fly to Los Angeles. Under $100 to fly from Florida to Los Angeles. To fly out of Los Angeles, the prices have like tripled. So the airlines obviously are price gouging. They're raising the flights because people want to get out because of the fires. They've raised the flights out of L.A. And so few people want to go there right now. They've lowered the flights. That's price gouging, and that's illegal. You can't raise prices during a natural disaster, especially on airlines. I couldn't believe it. For me to usually I could, and when I say under $100 being a good deal, that's without any notice. I mean, that's like buying the ticket today, not like $99, $90, and I'm not talking about on some cheapo airline either. Usually, if I buy the tickets in advance, round trip is under $300. But the cheapest I could find out of LA on Sunday was $300 one way. Thailand? I'll never go to Thailand. Never. Never, never, never. It is most definitely going to rain. It's too bad. I was hoping to have a nice, sunny day. It's been freezing this week here in Florida, and I was hoping to have a nice, nice day. Now, you guys, make sure that if you're here in South Florida, come to Wings Plus, the Sample Road location, on Inauguration Day with me and Steve Kane. It's going to be a great time. We did this on Trump's first inauguration. It was a blast. We had a great time. I think the drones are China, too. Why are so many Americans moving to Europe? I don't think that's true. If they are, they're liberal jerks. Europe can have them. Yeah, well, all of it. Listen, here's the deal, okay? This is what happens when you have, and this is something that has been true, that I've seen my entire life, okay? What's going on in Los Angeles with the fire department. Here's what happens with the fire department. Any business, and I've seen this happen at stores, even at malls, okay? When you hire, it's more common with lesbians than the gay men, but when you hire a lesbian to be a manager at a store at the mall or run a fire department, they hire all their lesbian friends. I don't know why they do that. I don't know if they hire their friends because they don't like being around straights. But any time, it's not it's not as overdone with gay men, but with lesbians, they hire only. I mean, go look at behind the scenes of Ellen DeGeneres' talk show, as an example. Okay, all lesbian women worked on that show, pretty much. That's how it is. I've seen it happen at stores, at the mall. I've seen it happen at all kinds of places my entire life. And that's what's kind of happened with the fire department in LA with this fire chief. That's just the way it is. And I don't think that's, everybody knows that, you know. And it's so bizarre. See, that's why liberals support affirmative action, because they think that conservatives are like them, that they only hire people like them. That's not true. If you want diversity, put conservatives in charge. Hot lesbians, we're talking about the same. Have you seen any hot lesbians running the fire department in Los Angeles? But that's true. That's what's happened. It's just the reality of it. You know, that one deputy chief who wants to root out racism in the LA fire department. Well, first of all, why are there racists in the LA fire department? LA is one of the most liberal communities, one of the most liberal cities in America. And so the people that are on the fire department there are liberal. Why is there racism there? Right? It's kind of bizarre. But what she really means by that is fire all the white men, replace all the white men. That's what she means. But she made that video. I'm sure some of you have seen it. It's all over X. This is the deputy chief. She's black. And she said, she was asked about, what would she say to those that point out that she cannot carry a man out of a house that's on fire? And she blames the man. She says, well, he did something to put himself in that position. What? Be in a house fire? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Just that fire department is run by sickos. See, I'll show you this. I'm in front of a Whole Foods that is not open yet, but it's almost completely done on the inside. There's some people looking through when these people are done looking in the windows, I'll take it. I have MAGA cups and Trump cups, but they're not like this where I can turn them upside down without spillage, right? You want to see the inside of the completed, unopened Whole Foods? Oh, let me show you. Let me turn the camera around. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Hold on, let me clip the mic so I can hold the camera. Clip the mic on my shirt. So this is the Whole Foods, and you can see it's pretty much completely done, but not stocked. Okay. And they even have the registers and everything in there. This is the bakery. You can see everything in here. There's the MAGA scooter. They're hiring. It has not been stocked yet, so it will. I don't know how long it's going to take them to stock it, but it is finished. It's just not stocked yet. I'm not a big fan of Whole Foods. We got another one in town. It's really not my kind of place. Okay, here we get a better view. It's kind of weird because they have everything in here. The cash registers, the shelves, but there's no items. There's some bottled water over there for some reason. They're probably just measuring the, oh no, that's not. Those are coffee bean dispensers. I know, it's kind of weird, isn't it? I don't know if they're going to put a ceiling in there. And it's missing some signage in the back. This was going to be an Amazon grocery store. And it was going to be one of those Amazon grocery stores where it just pays automatically from your Apple Pay on your phone. And you don't have to check out. But it got changed to a Whole Foods, unfortunately. I was kind of thinking, I was thinking, oh, that sounds cool. I'd like to try that out. Organic farmer since 1980, it says. I know, it's kind of weird that it's like a ghost town. Yeah, that's the last window. There's the meat department. And a little strange. I'll come here on the grand opening. What the heck? How often do you get to go to a grand opening of a store? You know, maybe I'll make a vlog for my other channel. Hey, Whole Foods coming soon. People keep coming by to look in the window. I'll show you the MAGA scooter. You can see how cloudy it is, right? It's not too sunny today in Florida. And here's the MAGA scooter. My Vespa. So I put my helmet in this bag so it doesn't scratch the side of the scooter because I have it clipped on into the seat. Yeah, I've shown it on some videos before. I've had it, I don't know, maybe 2 years, and I've got less than 2,000 miles on it after 2 years, so. But I ride it mostly on the weekends. I don't get to ride it too much because I'm so busy. I still have the original MAGA scooter, the MAGA Scooter 1, but I tried to sell it. The other one's not a Vespa. So I got that one because it was cheap, and I didn't know if I would use a scooter. So I got the cheap one, and I had it, I don't know, maybe a year, and I used it a lot, so I got the Vespa. And I'll tell you the thing about the Vespa. If you're gonna buy, I love it. I really do. It's really cool. I mean, I do enjoy it a lot. I ride it to Mar-a-Lago sometimes, and but if you're gonna buy a scooter, they're obviously the Vespas are a lot more expensive, but they're reliable, right? All the other scooters break down all the freaking time. And the Vespas, they never break down on you. Never, never, you know. And I've got, you know, you got to get a tune-up like every, you know, I take it in to get a tune-up like every, let's see, it's coming up, it had you get a tune-up at 1,000, then you get a tune-up at 3,000, and then the one after that's not until 7,000, I think, 7,500 maybe, I got to check. But they're a lot more money than, you can get scooters a lot cheaper. But that scooter there is probably going to last me the rest of my life. You know? If you know, the other scooter, the MAGA Scooter 1, I can't even get it to start. You know? And it gives you all kinds of problems, the other scooters. So I know they're more money, but they're not worth it. Now this one here, because I paid extra for that to get the red seat. You know? So, and it stands out in traffic. Yeah, you want something flashy so people see you. But I love it. I think it only has 1,800 miles on it. I think 1,800. I just like riding it, you know. I'm not into motorcycles. I rode motorcycles when I was younger. Dirt bikes. I don't like riding on. I've ridden on the street too. I'm not into it. And I'm not into changing gears and doing all that crap. Forget about it. And it gets 100 miles a gallon. Imagine 100 miles a gallon. It's amazing. When I buy gas, sometimes I can't even remember the last time I bought gas. Well, you want flashy, so you stand out in traffic. But when I park it, here I did something different, but because I'm right in front of it. But like if I go to the mall or something on it, I've got a black seat cover that I put over the seat so it doesn't stand out. You know what I mean? And I got a special wheel lock and everything else. I love it. I mean, I'd ride it every day if I could, but I just don't have the time. So I get out on it maybe every couple of weeks, you know. But I am going to take it to the inauguration at Wings Plus. Who's starting the fires? Well, it's not who's starting the fires. It's who's behind the people that have started the fires, right? Probably real estate developers. You know. You know, if I know you feel strange, you'd look strange on a scooter. Not with a Vespa. Vespas, there has not been a day that I don't take the Vespa out that people don't come up to me and ask me about it. Sometimes in traffic, you know, people to put the windows down and ask me questions about the Vespa all the time. In fact, there was a guy when I was just showing you guys the Vespa, he was looking at it, parked over here. If I wasn't live streaming, he would have asked me something. People put their windows down, they ask me questions. The most 100 miles a gallon it gets, 100 miles a gallon. It's crazy. It's insane. The electric, no. This one here, this is this Vespa is a 150cc. I should do a YouTube video on the Vespa. I would do it on my other channel. It is a 150cc. It goes about 65 miles an hour. That's all I need to go. The electric scooters, the electric Vespas are a lot more than that one. And they only go 45 miles an hour, full speed. They have a 50-mile range, right? And they don't have any fast charging. You have to charge them on a regular extension cord, and it takes hours to charge them. So no, no way. With this thing here, the gas tank's a little under 3 gallons. So I've got like 250, 270 mile range on it. I'll never ride that far without gas. The electric, they tell you 50 miles. No, actually, I've tested the gas mileage. It's 100 miles a gallon with me riding it. Oh, I've tested the mileage. I've taken it on some long rides and have tested it. No, 100 miles a gallon. It is a total waste. Now, if they had if the electric Vespa went as fast as this one and got the range of this one and it had a fast charger on it, I might do it. Maybe, but doubtful. Because like this one here, like I said, I'll probably have this the rest of my life. And if it ever gave me any problems, I could just get the engine swapped out at the Vespa dealership. And what's that going to cost? $1,000? $1,500? Less than the scooter, you know? And it's fuel injected. Yeah, it's fuel injected. Yeah, I love it. I really do. Someone who wants to buy up the real estate probably is behind starting the fires. That's it. Pam Bondi, you know, I got to tell you though, Pam Bondi's going to do a great job, and she's awesome. You know, you look. No, I don't go on the highways like the interstate. No freaking way. Are you kidding me? I just take the regular roads, side streets and stuff. There's no way I'd get on the highway with that. It's fast enough. I mean, I could take it on a short ride on I-95, but no way. Forget it. I have seen people on I-95 in the turnpike on Vespas a couple times, on scooters. They're out of their freaking minds. My daughter's great. Yeah, she's going to a concert this weekend. She's doing great. Absolutely. But I'm looking forward to seeing her, though. I was really upset I couldn't go see her. No. Potholes are a scooter's nightmare? Well, I ride on nice roads. Everything's, you know, hey, listen. You only live once. But no, it's a lot of fun to take around. I wish I would have had one when I was in high school. That would have been a lot nicer than the car I had in high school. But people, you know, it's so strange because, like I said, everywhere I go on the Vespa, people start up a conversation with me asking me about the Vespa. The most common thing they ask is, how much did you pay for it? How much did you pay for it? I'm like, you know, I don't know why would I tell strangers what I paid for something? I don't know why people ask that, but they ask it a lot. Karen Bass. You know, Karen Bass, she is so incompetent, but she has no idea. You know, she's like Hillary Clinton. You know, these liberal women, they get elevated to these different positions and they don't realize they're unqualified. They think they are you know, Jasmine Crockett, when she was on CNN the other day, she says black women are the most educated group in America. I don't know if that's true or not, but there's a difference between going to school and having an education to do something than having the experience to actually do it, right? You know, just because someone's qualified, like look at what the qualification to be president of the United States is. You have to be a natural born US citizen and 35 years old or older. Okay, so I'm qualified. I'm qualified, but could I do it? Hell no. Be president? Are you kidding me? Just because you have the credential or you're qualified based on the criteria doesn't mean you're qualified to really do the job, right? I mean, you know. And the mayor of Los Angeles is, I almost felt sorry for her when that reporter on the way back from Africa was questioning her. She looked clueless. You know what she reminded me of? It was that time that, what's his name? LeBron James. Remember when LeBron James was sitting there with the in front of the press with the autobiography of Malcolm X, and he was talking about, like, it's a great book, and then they're asking him questions about the autobiography of Malcolm X, and it was obvious that LeBron James had not read the book. I don't even know if he can read the book. And he looked so stupid when he was sitting there, LeBron James. Like he, you know, didn't he? Remember that? That's how the LA mayor looked when she was being questioned by that reporter. Just totally clueless. She didn't know jack about anything. You know? Nothing. Just sad. You know? And then when she read the teleprompter and she said, go to URL, what the heck? No. But, you know, this is the reality of the situation. The fire chief, the mayor, news scum, they're all responsible. But if you get down to it, the people that are most responsible for it are the residents of California who vote for all these jerks. You know, I was telling you guys this yesterday on the stream in the morning. When this is all over, right, and it calms down in Los Angeles, you think all these people have been red-pilled? They're going to still vote for these stupid, incompetent Democrats. That's it. They haven't been red-pilled. You know? It's just the way it is. That's how they are. No, they've not been red-pilled. You know? So, I mean, the people of California have responsibility. I was reading an article today, one of the reservoirs was bone dry. Bone dry. You know? And, you know, that idiot that called me yesterday and said the reason they don't have water pressure is because people are using their garden hoses. What a bunch of bullshit that is. You know? They got two stories that they're trying to make as an excuse. The garden hose people, which, by the way, people are using their garden hoses because the fire department's not there. And then they got another story that there's been a fire hydrant theft ring going on, which I don't believe that story's true, because they would be showing us where the fire hydrants had been ripped out of the ground. And I haven't seen them showing us fire hydrants where they were ripped out of the ground. I've seen some fire hydrants that were painted in the rainbow flag colors that they've shown, but I haven't seen any places where there used to be fire hydrants. They're so full of crap. Like, I remember when my, how often, I was talking about this, how you see the firefighters inspect the fire hydrants all the time. Have you ever seen them do that? I've seen them do it so many times. My whole life, wherever I lived, I've seen them come and inspect the fire hydrants. They come by on a fire truck, they got a wrench, and they open it up, and they let it run for a little bit. So they can see that it's got water, that it's got pressure, that it's in working order. I've seen that all my life. And if all you're worried about is, the deputy fire chief who said people want to feel when they're being rescued that they're being carried out of a house by someone who looks like them. First off, if you're in a house being carried out that's covered in smoke, you can't even see. And, I remember when my dad, when I was a kid, and he was a firefighter, have you ever seen, and I'm talking about when you go into like a house fire, how do they know what they look like? They got the helmet on, they've got the jacket on, the fire suit on, they've got the mask on where their whole face is covered. You can't see what's in there. But when you're in a real fire, your sinuses drain, and those fire helmets, those masks, when they're in a real fire, I'm not talking about like an auto accident or something, or they get called because someone's having chest pains. I'm talking about like a real fire. Their sinuses drain, and those masks that they wear for the oxygen are filled with snot and mucus, like up to here. There's firefighters' sinuses drain like nothing you've ever seen before. I remember when I was a kid, and my dad and his friends on the fire department would tell me about that. They're like, the whole mask is filled with snot. They would tell me. But you can't see. First off, there's smoke everywhere. And then the guy coming through the smoke is wearing all that equipment. So, plus your life is on the line. You don't care what they look like. You just need them to get you the hell out. Oh my God. Well, listen, I just felt some rain, so I need to get out of here because I still got to pick up breakfast to take home to my wife. We're going to have breakfast this morning. So I will probably be back later. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. If you're already subbed, make sure you like the video. That helps a lot too. All right, I'm Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.